G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing an update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Here we see Bitcoin, we're at resistance still. We still haven't changed our position there. Let's just shrink it up a little bit and have a closer look. So here we've got support, becomes resistance. We're still at that area. But, and we've also got resistance on the way up there too. So we've kind of landed above that, but we've got a resistance line right there. So if we break this resistance line with confidence, we're still in the previous resistance. So, you know, this can still turn short at any time, but a solid break above these highs here, this is like a base, like a high triangle base thing. If it breaks out above here, then that will be a buy. But it's a risky buy because we're in resistance. Some of these other cryptos have shown some pretty good strength too. One thing we can see here, we've got stochastics in the oversold. We've got good buying volume that's happened around here, especially, you know, coming up to here, and even in here, there's a little bit of accumulation, but there's also a little bit of selling too, and we can see that by some of the candles. Just going through some of the other ones that are in buy zones right now. Ape is one of them. And looking at Ape, so there's a massive downtrending line that we can see down here. So that downtrending line there, and today is the first day that we're broken out from that downtrending line. And so we're at well, we're approaching the 200. Look at the volume there. Stochastics oversold, massive volume, massive candle. That's looking pretty good. This here was the entry price. So the high of that there was $1.56.16. So I'll just move that up just a touch there. So it's in here. So the buy was actually just here. But, you know, this can still be bought today and stops below the lows here, or even, you know, swing lows. The further away you can get it, the better. But because what can usually happen here is we have a breakout and then it'll come back and retest this line and then take off. Doesn't always have to do that. I mean, this looks like pretty good strength. What was I writing? Yeah, so here we can see there's, you know, good volume accumulation coming out of here, but we've come back and we've found previous resistance becomes new support, and we've got a nice breakout from there. So we're doing the same again here, basically. So, but you can see here when we broke out, you know, it took quite some time before we actually took off. And here we've broken out again. How long will it take before we take off again? We know we've got resistance at the 200 just above us, so just kind of waiting to see what happens. But I mean, this is a buy. No, you know, doesn't matter which way you look at it, it's a buy. ADA. So I've moved some of these up to the top, the ones that were looking pretty good. This here is also a buy. Not much volume here, but we've got stochastics oversold. We've got a perfect looking base there. It's tried a few times. This here looks like the close above it. We do have some selling volume around here, which I don't really like very much. But then again, stochastics are in the oversold and we are breaking out. So that to me says, and we do have resistance here. So support and resistance, and here we're breaking out above that. So a little bit of a risky one, this one here, but I think there are some better ones. But still, we can't argue with what's happened. We do have stochastics oversold and we have broken a resistance line, and that's with ADA. So if we got leg 1, leg 2, possibly leg 3. So this one here, I like this one a lot, and the reason being is because we've got the strongest signal, reversal signal that you can get, and that's a kicker signal. So basically, let's just have a look at the psychology of this thing here. So when we're traveling up, we've, you know, even at this close here, we've gapped up to the next one, and we've stayed above the 9. On the next one, we've gapped up again, traded up, and then come back through the open and closed red. So the close of this one here yesterday morning at 10 o'clock, there were so many orders to go into this market that it jumped up above the previous day's open. So that's a huge reversal, you know, like after hours, which was only like a second between the 10 o'clock and 10:01. So it was down here, sold off, and then immediately gapped up and traded through. So another thing that I can see here is we have kind of like a downtrending line. Somewhere we can probably draw one of those in there somewhere. Something in there like that. So we've got a few touches like that. One has gone through, and then we're going to, you know, a kicker signal, which is the strongest signal you can get, and we're going to close above there, increasing volume, stochastics oversold. This is a buy. I'm going to put that up there with the top. So I've just got these ones up here at the top that are definitely looking like a buy. That was V chain, that's there. This one here, there's another one that's looking like a buy, and well, it doesn't look like a buy, it is a buy. So we've got increased buying volume, stochastics oversold coming out, and we've got a downtrending line. This here is a little bit more risky to buy this one. The actual true, you know, the safest entry for this one here is above this line here. So, you know, you could wait till it gets above there. For me, I do like to take these earlier entries. You know, we might actually come back down and retest and wait for this 50 to come up. Who knows? But we do know that there is a lot of buying volume that's come into here. A little bit of selling up the top there, but are we finished with that selling? You know, we've got touch, and a breakthrough. So, you know, and stochastics oversold. This could actually run, and run as in like leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, up to, you know, however far we go. 15 could go to 25, could go to 30, somewhere like that. Anyway, moving on. BNT. Another good thing to do is check out these on the weekly chart too before you take any action. This one here, I did like this one. This one here, it's gone up. It's pulled back, like massive big push there, and then it took a while to get going, but anyway, it was a massive big push, volume, stochastic oversold, all that sort of stuff, looking good. And then we've broken this new high here. There's another buy here, which is like the ones that we just looked at, and then we've taken off, in a furious advance, really, really good. And then we've got this massive big. You got to think like these candles are getting bigger at the top here, right? So that means that more and more people are piling into this, and you got to think that some of these people, they're gambling, so they're taking equity out of their homes and all that sort of stuff to buy, to get into here, because they're thinking that, man, this is really looking like the run. But up here, big money is up here selling. They got their orders in there, so this is where it gets into exuberance. So if we look here, we've closed, we've opened up, we've gapped up, so we're up at these highs here, we've gapped up, which is like oversold, it's exuberance big time, sorry, overbought I should say, and then we've taken off into furious advance again. So the stop loss will be just below the open here of this price here. So as soon as it turned red here, my stop loss would be there for say 50% of it. For this one here, for the other 50% will be below that open there. That's another support. But anyway, you can see what happened. Just smashed straight through it. Come back down here, found previous resistance becomes new support, and then we've got an engulfing there. So we're just waiting for another engulfing closing above, or come back down and retest this here for another engulfing, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, this one here, I do like it. That's why it's near the top of my watch list. And there's another one here that I liked as well. This one here. So, we can see here this is like wide and loose trading. It's pretty ugly, but then again, this is definitely on the move. We can see that the buying that's happened in here. We've come up at a nice big run, and then we've pulled back, and it looks like we're starting that run again. So here we've found support. We're getting engulfing up at these levels here. I don't like this. This is quite heavy reversal sort of material. Well, you got to think we've gone all the way up here, and then we've gapped all the way up there, and we've traded down. We didn't actually trade down below the open on the day, but anyway, the next day it kind of showed. But we kind of found support here around about the 9, and then we got some signals here, and we seem to be moving up. This one's okay. It does have all the ingredients of a good buy, but really the true buy for this one here, you could buy that engulfing right there, but the true buy for this one will be just above this previous high here. So that's probably one of the least ones on my favorites. This one here, look at that, a kicker signal again. I'd kind of almost be waiting for it to breach these highs here and break these highs for an entry there. So, yep, that's good, but not fantastic. But I do like that. This is a kicker signal again. So the start of selling off, and immediately at the open, it gapped up and then started trading higher. So this here is a kicker signal, and they go very well usually. So. And Ethereum, it's gone up and pulled back, and we've got dojis engulfing, and we've got dojis shooting star. So it breached these highs here and created a shooting star. So, it's not very good. We are in the oversold area. We do have, a little bit of volume increasing there, but we do have a lot of reversal candles up here too. Like this looks like exuberance, but maybe not. We've got a shooting star there. Dojis shooting star again. This is not very positive for a potential bull market. All right, traders, I'm probably going to leave it there. I think that was it. Kind of the rest of them are kind of like just okay sort of things. The ones that I put up there are the better ones that I'm looking at for entries. All right, traders, I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any questions about your charts or what's going on in this market, please let me know. We'll have a chat. Okay, talk to you again soon. Have a good day. See you.